Hey everyone, and welcome in to another episodes of Rangers of the Time, specifically our season finale. Before we jump into the episode and before we recap what happened last time, let's go around and introduce ourselves and our Rangers. So we'll start with, of course, Serini.
I'm ready this time. But I am sorry if you guys hear fireworks in the background. Disney's magic, you know? But hi everyone, I am Serena Teacup, also known as Serini. My pronouns are she, they. You can find me on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Blue Sky as Serena Teacup. And I am playing Rajakumari Kirana Chandara of the Kingdom of Jamunya, your purple amethyst elephant Valor Knight.
Perfect. Arc.
Hello, everyone. I am Ark, or Arc Light Court, your Gridmaster, Lighthouse Keeper, Lore Writer, Beacon onto all beacons. You can find me all over the internet at Arc Light Court, but the best way to keep up to date with me, my merch, request me as a DM on Start Playing is arclightcourt.com. But tonight, I am playing Orazio D'Argento, the Prince Consort of the Kingdom of Il Marmo, and the White Howlite Hound Valor Knight.
Perfect. And last but not least, Javante.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binding finies, and hellions of all walks of life. My name is Javante, your resident TTRPG goblin. And today I am playing D'Alessio Polka, the green stallion Peridot ranger.
Perfect. I'm proud of all of you. And of course, I am Paige, aka Blue Cleric, your GM and queen, and I'll be playing everyone else for this finale. Before we jump into it, does anyone want to recap last episode?
Serini definitely wants to recap the last
Definitely not. I have the memory of a goldfish cracker.
It's fine. Art, go ahead.
So last episode we kicked off with Orazio issuing a formal duel request to Cadmus Aramento, one of the heirs of the Aramento family, for sending a love letter to his wife. Um, Called him out, had a duel. Started as just a simple duel for the most part. It was a duel to first blood, not to death, and Orazio won. But in winning, made Cadmus a vessel for quote unquote Her Majesty, who then began attacking people and our other members of the Valor Knight team. Uh, we noticed that Caius was nowhere to be found at this current point in time, but nonetheless continued to battle. We were able to cause some kind of harm, injure them in some kind of way, by essentially killing Cadmus, the host body. And then, once all of that was done, we teleported back to our Speakeasy Command Center space to find out that the Queen had a twin sister who was hidden away because they were supposed to get the power and didn't. So it became a whole problem there and secret for quite some time. But they seem to have amassed some kind of power. And we were also shown a video footage of Caius getting up in the middle of the night, speaking with an entity in the mirror, and before stepping within the mirror itself, looked right down the barrel of the camera, knowing that we would all be seeing this footage, and stepped in. With that happening, Orazio recommended that we push everything forward. We have the final part of the celebration occur to draw out, quote unquote, Her Majesty. Uh, got a piece of a former blue Valor Knight as armor to give to Aloe, who would be walking with our Rajkumari, Kirana, as the gem of the season. So he had some kind of armor or protection or things of some kind of safety on him, as well as had a weapon from, I believe, a yellow Valor Knight, a large glaive sent to Prince Octavio of the warrior clan royal family. And in the midst of all of that, we also had Gary fucking Goop join the Valor Knights as the Ruby Red Swan.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got that going on, and we're so worried. We're not worried. We're fine. Everything's gonna be great.
Perfect.
We're fighting, guys. It's gonna be fun.
Almost a perfect recap. The only thing was it was her older sister, not her twin sister.
Older sister.
Yes.
That's what it was.
But with that, let's jump into it. It actually takes place a few days later in the week because as much as moving the ball forward is a thing that she can do, it still takes time. It's a big event. They have to get all the caterers. They have to get all the let the whole townsfolk know. Dignitaries that weren't going to be here for the season, but were coming into town for the Prism Ball itself. Her coming in included more people looking to match around your guys' age group that couldn't make the whole festivities. But the night of the ball, what is everyone doing to get ready? Let's roll. Let's go around and roll and see where everyone's at to start the night. Go ahead and roll just your die. 5, 1,
2.
2. Well, the only one to pass the footwork roll was Ark. So we'll start with you, and then we'll go by highest to lowest. So Ark, where I'm assuming you're with Melora somewhere in the castle, getting ready.
Yes, leading up to all of this, Orazio has been giving as much information as he can or is able to Aloe and the rest of the guardsmen for the rest of the final event, essentially. Keeping an eye out for lost color, pigmentation to things, this inky substance of some kind, as well as having Aloe maintain that communication line with the spy masters of Prince Caius.
Yeah, you and Aloe send everyone out, and you have Aloe. Are you? Why do I have to wear this blue coat again to the ball?
I mean, you don't have to wear it, but from everything that I've been informed and things that I'm aware of, it'll be the most complimentary for the Rajkumari's outfit and the things that she's going to be presenting herself as. And also, who's to say, a little bit of extra protection while we're in the midst of what is essentially a giant battleground since we've been here.
What do you mean protection? It's a jacket, though.
Yeah, but also think of like the historical value of this.
I guess. Okay, I'll listen to you. You know her better than me.
I'm doing my best here.
Is there anything I need to do? You said she's the gem of the season. Like, what should I do? Actually,
you'll be escorting the gem of the season after the announcement from the queen.
Okay.
The Rajkumari specifically chose you.
Okay, no pressure.
None whatsoever. Keep your wits about you. Maintain a positive presence, and remember you are by her side. You are not leading or falling behind.
Yeah. Is this what you had to go through? This is weird. Right?
Crank it up about 3 or 4 more levels, because the person giving me this conversation at that point in time was my father and not my best friend.
Yeah, that's valid. Okay. I'm gonna go make sure everyone knows where they need to be, and coordinate with the Queen's Guard, and then let's down with the jacket again. I guess get ready.
Yes.
Am I meeting her at her room, and then we're going down together, right? Or do I meet her at the doors?
Meet her at the doors.
Okay, perfect.
Allow her the breath and time to compose herself as much as you need time to compose yourself as well.
Fair. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Also, the guards are not to disarm Prince Octavio of the Warrior Nation.
I don't think anyone had that in mind.
Just in case, we want to make sure.
That man's like 1.5 feet taller than every guard we have, so I think we're fine there. But, okay. I'll let them know not to go near the scary, tall, buff heir. Got it.
Good call.
Cool.
And the last thing Orazio would do beforehand is getting one of the like collapsible crossbows
Mm-hmm.
and a garter belt holster
Okay.
and bringing that for Melora.
Yeah. You head back to your room, already semi-ready for the event. To finish getting ready with Melora, have her look over your outfit and see if she's ready to get going. You get to the room, and she's already dressed in complete like white and grays and silvers, to match your guys' family crest and stuff. With her legs crossed, just staring at the door. Husband, why don't you come in and close the door?
Not even a question. And immediately just steps in and closes the door behind him.
So, I just have a question for you before we head down. I know you've been sending the guards out and talking to Aloe and stuff. When were you going to tell me you're a Valor Knight?
When the expressed security of the nation was given the freedom to do so, the queen herself forbid me from informing anyone of anything.
Yeah, I was still watching as we all ran in after that fight, and I saw everything. Plus, it was pretty obvious when Kiki's dad ran in mumbling to himself about it as well. I was able to make him quiet on that, but you guys are bad at keeping your identity secret.
No, I was doing perfectly well up until that point. And also the plan was to, once the events here were done, we were going to be open to inform those closest to us.
Fair enough. So, with everything, are we expecting whatever that was to show up to this?
Possibly, yes.
But why are we hosting this? And is this bait? Is that really smart with all the people that are going to be here?
They're looking for a show. The only way that they make an appearance is as a spectacle, as we've seen and noted since coming to Angelton. By moving things forward, we don't give them as much time to amass greater forces or powerful weapons. They believe we're playing into theirs when truly, and this will be when Orazio raises the garter belt with the crossbow and the bolts on it, they're playing into ours.
I think I can fit that under here. Yeah. Okay.
I can almost guarantee you can.
That... Fair enough. I'll do what I can. You want to help me put that on, actually, though? It's kind
Absolutely.
of hard to bend over with the corset, and yeah. But yeah, you guys finish getting ready and make your way down, and we will cut over to the Polka estate. Where is D'Alessio? What's he up to?
So he's probably currently like pacing in his room, just mulling over a potential of two things in his head. Just, well, it's gonna be embarrassing either way, but one is more familial embarrassment, and then the other is just asking for help, which I will just never hear the end of, ever. Well, okay, I will hear the end of it physically, but she'll probably just send me letters, constantly talking about it. But I can ignore letters. No, I can't. I can't ignore those letters. But but I can't ignore mom. So either way, like looks at himself in the mirror. Either way, I'm fucked. So what's the easier option here? Hey RJ, you listening?
Uh, yeah. What's going on, D'Alessio? Do you need something?
So I'm trying to decide who to talk to about genuine formal wear for this whole event thing.
Yeah.
Cause it's either gonna be my mom or Kiki.
Fair. I don't really know your mom much, but I know Kiki was talking about your fashions. He said you kind of need help and shouldn't be trusted. So
Yeah, RJ, this is true. Here's the thing. Either way, no matter who I talk to, it's going to be a nightmare to deal with in my foreseeable future. Because my mom is my mom and will immediately interpret this in a very specific way that I don't really want her to, and then make that her life's mission for the next 48 years. And Kiki will never let me hear the end of the fact that I asked her for help.
fair enough. Oh wait. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be a problem actually. You'll see. Have fun. And then goes dead for a second, and then there's a knock at your door.
Coming. I'll just open up the door.
You open the door and stand in there, fully dressed and holding a like a clothes bag, is Gary.
Huh, of the people I was expecting.
Yeah. I got the sense that these kind of events aren't your thing, so I figured I'd make it easier on you.
Oh, what, events where I don't have to wear a suit of armor? Do you think those aren't my thing? What is this?
It's your outfit for tonight.
I'll just go ahead and he'll just undo all the stuff around it just to look at it in full. Just
Yeah. What you What you see is a long peridot green tailcoat with red accents, as well as the matching pants and shoes and accessories. And as you actually look up and look at closely what Gary's wearing, he is wearing ruby red with peridot green accents on their outfit. Figured if this is going to be our first big event together, and this is the Prism Ball, we might as well stand out.
Monsieur Gary Goop, people will be talking.
I'm in there to be talking when I show up on your arm and Caius is nowhere in sight, so we might as well look good while we do it.
Okay, give me I don't know, 2 minutes to put this on.
Do you know how?
Slowly peeks from the other side of the clothes. Is it difficult?
Just the pants and shoes should be fine. Just put the jacket on. I'll fasten it up when you're done. I'll be outside the door.
Cool.
He gives you time, comes back in, sees it's there. You try to do it yourself, and it's you rolled so bad the last time. I'm not even having you roll. It's like you're almost straight jacket yourself into it. I said I could help. It's fine. And
tried.
He unbuckles everything, gets it very tight to where the buckles go straight across the middle, gets the collar up. There. You're fine now. You look great.
Thanks, you do too.
Yeah.
Also, this is actually comfy.
Yeah, I figured you would like something that can actually breathe.
Yeah, it's great. I can actually move around and not suffocate.
Yeah. Your mom's outfit she picked out for you at the opening thing I saw was a little complicated.
It looked like. Much?
Yeah, a little much.
Yeah.
But it should be good, and it should be fancy enough to appease both your mom and Kiki. So
The little squint. So, just a word of warning here.
Mm-hmm.
Never call her that.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough.
Like, to her face. I personally don't mind if you call her that, like,
Okay. Fair.
anywhere else.
Fair enough.
So,
Well, are you ready? And he holds out his arm to escort you. I
He
believe
does.
I asked you to the ball, so it's only right I escort you down.
He takes, like, a moment of just cleansing breath in and out, and then, like, hooks the arm, but leaves just enough space to where his is, like, able to move out if he needs to. Just, okay.
Okay. Let's go cause a scene. This will be fun.
Yeah.
And the two of you head down. And last but not least, we cut over to Kirana. What is Kirana doing as they get ready for their bid debut as the gem of the season?
So, she may be the gem, but at the moment she's a wreck. She's got her blouse and her skirt on perfectly fine. She managed to get her jewelry on. Her necklace is slightly askew because of the fact that the dupatta or the scarf, she's pleating and unpleating and pleating it and unpleating it, trying to drape it herself, and she is struggling miserably.
You, after a while, this takes you most of the day. Like your room's a disaster. It looks like a hurricane's hit your room. You hear a knock on your door. Honey, are you okay in there?
Define okay.
I'm coming in, and the door slowly opens, and your mom enters the room. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little nervous?
Yeah, I know you taught me, and I normally can do this myself, but
It's fine. It's
Can you?
yeah, I can help you. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything even and balanced, and
It's okay. I talked to Orazio, and Aloe is dressed and ready and has been taken care of. Orazio gave him
Okay.
very clear instructions, and I know what he's gonna wear. So we can accent some. Well, I think we'll go more with the gold tonight to match the blue that he's gonna wear. Do some just outlines. So let's get you into this. And you see her go through the pile on the ground until she finds a very striking, like, gold and like slightly accented purple outfit for you that's in your family colors. Think this would go well. And I have some accessories that will go well with this, so I can grab those for you. But more importantly, I think the most perfect thing for you to wear, and you see she unfastens her own necklace around her neck. I think this would be perfect on you. And you see her just put it around your neck, and this is very intricate, like woven like chains of gold and like amethyst that just kind of hang down and dangle around your neck.
oh, this is heavier than I thought it was.
Yeah, it takes a little getting used to, but it looks good on you.
Well, you know what? It feels good at least. I thank you.
Of course, just try to focus on enjoying yourself tonight. I know it's a lot, but once you get in and you're introduced, you two can be in your own little world. You'll have your friends around. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine.
You got this. And you see she just grabs the side of your face and gives you a kiss on your forehead. Now, I gotta go make sure your dad's dressed, because I need to get that together. He's been running around with the small folk getting stuff set up for the thing. I think he's still in his work clothes. So,
Yeah, just please keep an eye on him for me.
yeah, I will.
He's been a little out of sorts.
Yeah, he was up like all night last night for some reason.
Oh, that's
Um,
odd.
and he's been really paranoid with the guards today. But yeah, I'll see if I can hunt him down and get him in order. But
Tell him I said to breathe. He'll be fine.
I will. I love you, and I'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye. And she heads out, and you can slowly start to get your outfit together. and head down to the dance. But yeah, all you guys get to the floor. Orazio and Melora, as well as D'Alessio and Gary, are just waved in. They do the little introduction of who you are as everyone started congregating before the entrance of the queen. And everyone immediately drops their knees. Now announcing your Royal Majesty, Queen Regina III. And you see her make her grand entrance in a dress of, like, it looks like a rainbow. Just full prism effects, every color you can think of just mixed together, perfectly done, and a long train that flows behind her with her crown of every gem you can think of as she makes her long entrance and sits at her throne. Thank you all for coming. You may be seated. Before we get into the festivities tonight, I want to thank everyone for being here. And now it is time to announce our gem of the season for the opening dance of the Prism Ball. Would everyone direct their attention? And as the door opens, Serini, why don't you roll me etiquette as you and your date make your grand entrance into the Prism Ball?
What kind of number should I be manifesting for this?
You want a 2 or a 3?
Okay.
Or a 1.
Or a 1. This is definitely applicable for a 1 as well.
A 2.
A 2, perfect.
The tiara is blessing me today.
Would everyone please welcome the gem of the season, Princess Kirana, our Raja Kumari, and her date, the Lieutenant Alo. Low last name. And there's a quiet laugh at that. It really like blushes and lets down, but he pulls his arm out and it starts to escort you down. You hear him like slowly going 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't trip. 1, 2.
She just kind of leans over and whispers, "You're doing great. Don't worry about
There's
it."
a lot of steps. Is this normal?
I think so. Just keep looking ahead. We're gonna
Yeah,
try.
okay. And he escorts you down and leads you out to the dance floor, and there is a waltz that starts to play as he leads you around and starts to get comfortable in it. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought.
I didn't realize you knew how to dance.
It comes with the position because of etiquette and stuff. Yeah, Orazio tried to talk. We don't talk about it a lot. It was a very awkward lesson.
Yeah, I can't imagine him not leading. That must have been very fun. I'm gonna ask him about this later. Or no,
Oh.
you should tell me all the details.
I'll say you're a lot more.
Around my waist. Out.
I will say you're a lot more graceful and you're a lot better to look at for sure.
Thank you.
Of course.
You should have seen me this morning. I was a mess of purple fabric.
But you settled in the gold. It looks great on you.
Thank you. Had to match.
I was told to wear this by Orazio. I'm not gonna lie. This was shoved in my hands, and yeah, I hope it looks good. I think I got it right.
I mean, everything looks to be in place and it suits you.
Well, I appreciate
I'm
it.
just interested to see how much of a mess D'Alessio is.
I may have heard he had some help. And he kind of spins you out, and when he spins you out, you actually get a glimpse of Gary and D'Alessio off to the side in matching outfits before he spins you back in and dips you and lifts you up.
Oh. Wow, everyone really came dressed to impress. Props to Gary.
Yeah, Gary's knows what he's doing. You should have heard the commotion they made before you came down. I kind of heard it through the door falls waiting for you. Definitely some scandal, but it'll be fun.
Ooh. I'm so excited.
And as the music starts to end, Gary gives you a little bow, grabs your arm, and escorts you over to the heiress table where you already see Orazio sitting next to Melora, as well as D'Alessio and Gary, as well as the other various heirs like Octavio and such seated around the giant table. Now that the event has started, everyone feel free to dig in. When after dinner is done, you may enjoy yourself. This is a party after all. Have fun. And you just see like light music start to play, and the queen is being brought her meal, and everyone starts to eat and have fun. You guys are seated at your table.
D'Alessio is going to actually take a moment to watch other people eating first,
Mhm.
and like a 45-second beat of okay, how are they doing? And if everything seems fine, he'll then just take the smallest bite of something.
You can just eat normally. It's fine.
I'm not.
This seems to be more of an open, tight meal plan, not a 8-course meal or anything. You're good.
No,
Just breathe.
It's less the meal plan. We don't know when anything else might happen.
If anything, I think she's gonna probably wait till more eyes are up. Everyone's kind of, this has just started. She'll probably make her great entrance at the most opportune time. I'm assuming, at least.
She's that much? You think she is that much of a dramatic bitch?
She wouldn't even give us her fucking name.
All right, Your Majesty.
Yeah, so pretentious. What do you guys think?
Yeah, she'll probably. I feel like she'll hold off for a little bit.
So
RJ, do we see anything?
I'm not picking up anything yet. Splitting my time between watching around the estate and also trying to find Caius as well. There's been weird energy fluctuations this morning, but I'm not seeing anything as of now. But I'll let you guys know the first sign of anything.
Scrape some garlic confit on toast. Takes a bite. Takes a bite. You look good, Kiki.
Thank you. Looks like someone helped you out. I'm surprised you didn't call me.
You know, it was an option.
It's okay, I'm just gonna be sending you letters and telling you how just how mildly annoyed I am that you didn't at least, maybe consider asking me, just
I
like,
did. I literally just said I
yeah,
considered
but like
asking
you could have had, just I could have
To be
collaborated with
fair,
me.
I decided to surprise him.
Okay, but I will say you did amazing. We
Yeah.
need to, like, can we coordinate this in the future, like work
Yeah.
together?
I mean, we can go shopping at some point for sure.
Slowly
He
peeks
probably needs a
over.
whole new wardrobe, to be
Oh
fair.
my gosh, I am so ready. I think we're gonna be best friends.
Peeks over the
Hell
opposite
yeah.
side of Gary to look at Orazio and just mouths, "Help!"
You see Laura just laughing. You know what? I think that would be such a great idea. I have so many. I've been wanting to dress D'Alessio for a while now. I think the
This is
three
gonna
of
be so
us
fun.
can change everything. It'll be great.
Snaps back over. Huh?
Oh, nothing. Just don't worry about it, D'Alessio. We got you.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, there's this little cute cafe that opened up near this boutique that I think would have the perfect stuff for him.
Oh.
Back over to Orazio, and just no longer mouthing, just help.
Aloes like leans over. It's like, I'm so glad that's not me.
You're next.
You're next.
No, I'm not. I have to wear a uniform all the time. I'm fine.
You just walked alongside the gem of the season. Be prepared to be wearing wonderful outfits for at least the next 3 years.
Brianna also turns over to Aloe and is like, yeah, just wait.
Oh, you heard that?
It gets
Yeah.
better.
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Boy, this wine is great.
Yeah, it really is. Alice like just holds the glass out. Cheers. Downs it. Oh God. But yeah, you guys have a nice, lovely dinner. You see your parents and so well some other couples start to go out on the dance floor. You see people having conversations around the different dining areas and such. What do you guys like to do?
Orazio is on every bit of eggshells and thumbtacks and broken glass. He is checking with every single guard that moves past, like update information, any changes, have people left, have people shown up. Like, he's trying to keep track of as many of the people in here as possible.
Yeah. Give me what is sensing in this game? It's actually etiquette. So roll me etiquette. It's not your best roll, but
Absolutely not, but we're trying it. Hey, one!
okay, you are a military background. This actually does count. So, yeah, you get full reports here and there. Information fed to you and Aloe both throughout the night. No strange activity for me, the guest. It seems like everyone that was on the guest list is here, minus Caius. But you haven't heard anything about it of sorts. RJ hasn't informed you of anything that's like alarming. And after a while, Melora's like, honey, you need to relax, and just drags you on the dance floor for a few dances.
This is me relaxing.
Yeah, we're gonna put this away. And you see she just tosses it like frisbee style, and Aloe catches it perfectly on the sideline. You're gonna be mine for the next 3 to 5 dances and enjoy yourself, okay?
I finished my note on the top of my hand.
She takes the pencil, breaks it, and twirls your ass out onto the floor.
There's the reason we love Melora.
Cool. I'm with it.
Oh, that's why.
Okay. What are you two up to?
I think Alessio is just kind of like, there's this moment of, all right, a lot of people. The food's good, there's a party happening, and I'm growing anxious, and I'm going to find a balcony.
That sounds like a great idea, actually. I am down. And you two head out to a balcony, but right as Gary opens the door and walks through, you feel a tug at your elbow pulling you back, and you are face to face with your mom. Honey,
Hi, Mom.
when were you gonna tell me about your, she looks out past the window, surprising choice of date tonight?
Probably 3 or 4 days after the event was over. Gonna be completely honest with you.
Is there something is it like Caius isn't here? Did you steal his fiance?
Number one.
I mean, I don't mind. He's
Do you
very
think
handsome.
do you think I have the charisma?
I think you can do anything you set your mind to, honey.
That is the most mom answer possible.
Fair.
But, no, being honest, we haven't seen Caius for a while.
That's alarming. Have you heard anything from his parents?
No. Orazio and I have been having search parties go out to try to find him. Caius is free-spirited, you know how he is, so we probably just,
Yeah,
took
fair
off for a
enough.
little bit. That's fair. But I guess me and Gary kind of hit it off a little bit, so now we're just sort of seeing how things go, I suppose.
Fair enough. Well, as long as you're happy, and I would love to talk to young Mr. Goop here at some point tonight.
I'm sure, unfortunately, that you two will have lots to talk about.
I can't wait. And she just gives you a little pat on the cheek. Now, get back to your date.
Orazio dips Melora right behind D'Alessio's mom and goes, they're getting married in 2 weeks. And then turns and spins right back onto the dance floor.
Just staring daggers at Orazio.
Give me an etiquette roll with advantage, because that's hilarious.
What do you mean?
3.
That's a success. Wait, what? Honey, why wouldn't you tell me this? Oh my god, I'm gonna go find Kirana. We're gonna plan everything out. It's gonna be great. And she just rushes off to Kirana.
I just look back over to Orazio. What did I do?
Kirana, you are enjoying a very pleasant conversation about the new book and the series that you and Alo are into when a frantic Mrs. Polka makes her way over to you, the Baroness. Kirana, oh my god, I just heard the news. Oh, I need your help to plan everything for Gary and D'Alessio's wedding
yes.
immediately.
Okay. Have you started thinking of? I'm sure you must have had your vision board ready, right?
I've had my vision board ready for years for that kid.
Okay. So have we thought about venues yet? Do we think indoors, outdoors?
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about all of this. Sorry, young Mr. Allo, I'm gonna steal your date for like the next 30 minutes. And
I'll
he's
be
like,
back
yeah,
soon.
that's fine. You have fun. He's getting married?
I guess so.
Okay, enjoy. I'll just check in with the guards. Actually, I need to do that anyway, so I'll come find you. Have fun.
Okay.
And
thank
he just
you.
he reaches over and just gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then walks off. Ooh, actually, wait. That was cute. Something going on there. So Razio's best friend, right?
Mhm. I'd just like to say that maybe we have a potential book club partner.
Fair enough. You have to tell me more while we plan out every aspect of this wedding.
Yes. Okay.
We'll get your mom in on this as well, and
Yeah.
I think we can snag Melora. Let's go.
Laura's dancing right now.
We'll get her in a bit. It's hard to get Razio out on the dance floor. I don't want to interrupt that. And the three of you go off and start having. You see this from across the floor, DLSO, as you out at the balcony. You see your mom, Kirana, and Kirana's mom all huddled in the corner with lots of color palettes being pulled out of seemingly nowhere.
I'm gonna head over to the balcony and just look out. Do you think if I jumped, I'd reach terminal velocity?
You might need to take a run and start and go head first, but yeah, probably. What happened? I saw your mom pulled you off. Are you okay?
Oh, my best friend in this entire world, who I would sacrifice everything to make sure that they had a nice and long, fulfilling life, decided to tell my mom that we're getting married in 2 weeks.
Damn. Well, I guess I gotta get a ring. Fuck.
You took that surprisingly, huh?
I mean, to be fair, it's common, but yeah, I know. I'm gonna propose to you. You're gonna remember it. So let's get to know each other more first, though. I don't think either one of us will be forced back into that anytime soon. Now that
That's what I have a 2-week deadline now.
I mean, we can always just run. We can outrun your mom, right? Maybe.
My mom, yes. The kingdom, no.
I'm
no.
sure it's fine. And he looks back in and goes pale. And you look back to see that his mom has also been pulled in now.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it fine? Is it fine?
Fuck.
Oh no, but it's fine, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna close these doors. So we're gonna kill. We're gonna kill Orazio, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that they're gonna talk more now that we closed the window?
I honestly. Oh god, I hate this. Maybe we do jump. And he actually looks down like he's considering it.
What do I have to... Paige.
Yeah.
What do I have to roll for him to override a very specific thing that he has? Mentally.
What are you trying to do specifically?
Alessio's just going to look at the closed window, look back to Gary, and just think, well, if they're gonna talk anyway, and he's going to attempt to kiss Gary.
Okay. Give me etiquette roll with advantage.
Nice. I need you to do me a solid here, roll. I should open the book to determine if that was a good or bad.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
That is bad. So what happens is you go into the kiss. It's really sweet, kisses you back, but as you guys are kissing, the doors open up and you look up and your dad is right there.
Oh,
Oh,
that's new.
son, sorry, I heard the news. Mr. Goop, can I have a word with my son, please? Yeah, totally. Do you... Good luck, dude. He runs off into the ball.
Orazio's right behind your dad with a glass with clear liquid and just raises it and then takes a drink and walks away.
So, when were you planning on telling me you found a match? And you're getting married?
Is that why you came to find me on the balcony?
Yeah, we've been trying to push you towards this for years.
Uh-huh.
And you do it surprisingly with your friend's, I guess, former partner? We need to hear everything. This is a good match. His family has a lot of political plot. I'm proud of you, actually.
Okay, well there's two different emotions right now, going through my head right now. Okay, number one, you're proud of me. That's new. I haven't heard that one. He like sits onto the balcony itself, and I don't know, first genuine choice I've made for myself. So, take that as you will.
Well, I am just glad that you've found someone. And it is a great choice, actually. I couldn't have picked any better for myself. But yeah, as you are talking to your dad, and he pulls you further into the floor where you see Gary is having a very similar conversation with his dad off to the side and just makes eye contact with you, like, fuck. You hear a clinking of a glass as Orazio is gonna give a speech.
Orazio standing just off of the foot of the queen's table and announces to those here within the Prism Ball, hello, welcome. Glad to have shared the wonderful time that we have amongst the heirs, heiress, the members of family all around. As I am stepping into a point of leadership unknown to my family before now, I would like to take this moment to make an announcement. Not only of new treaties, new peace, new security throughout the kingdoms, from the joining of the kingdom of Ilmarmo and that of the Rajkumari Kirana's kingdom, and raises a glass towards Kirana. The deeper and necessary success and raising the Polka family above Baron level to lords and lordesses of their people, as being now the only blacksmiths and armorers of the kingdom of Ilmarmo, raises a glass towards the Polka family, and to congratulate the engagement between their Baron D'Alessio and their partner, the consort Gary.
Cracks the wine flute that I'm holding, like the stem of it.
And as everyone raises their glasses, you hear a slow clap from across the hall as Caius walks forward. Well, well, well. Isn't this just lovely? I got what I needed to make an appearance. Sister, it's so nice to see you again, as he gestures to the queen. But I've gotten what I need to make my own debut. And you see this shadow start to form around Caius before his body goes limp and falls off to the side. As stepping out of him is a shade in his form that slowly shifts into a monochromatic version of Regina, but looks similar to Regina, like an older version of her. Complete black and gray ball gown that seems to just be like made out of this void sludge. Now, normally, it takes a lot longer for me to form myself, but I found such a delightful thing that I think will make this such a fun party. And you see, she lifts a hand wearing Caius's Morpher ring. Now, why don't we have some fun? Void Valor Knight form, Dragoness. And you just see her morph into this corrupted black and gray Valor Knight. And that's where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes, everyone, to see what happens here. See you soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back as we jump right into the fight just in time for the raid. Hey, thanks for the raid. Don't kill my character. Appreciate you guys. We love you. But we're gonna jump right back into it as the Queen Sister, Your Majesty, has stolen the grid energy from Caius and morphed into this Void Knight abomination. Their outfit is like a mockery of what Caius would normally wear with his tailcoat and pants, but it seems like the train is longer and there's just still that dripping sludge down. And she's, instead of a helmet, she just has a tilted crown that is almost digging into her own skull. Well, shall we get to this? As she pulls out two familiar daggers that are the only thing that is still of color, as they are the perfect diamond color that Caius would normally use. And she summons a bunch of her Void Knights and starts attacking everyone. Queen stands up. It's time. And she slaps her hand, and there's a bright flash that blinds everything, giving you guys the cover to morph. So who wants to... You know what? DLS, you're the leader. Call out that final morph for the season.
Balls. I don't. What is the final morph called?
Hold on, I got you.
Thank you, fam. Nobility and honor. The grid protects. It's morphin' time. Yeah, I guess I'll go first. He will grab hold, like he'll do the punch forward, and instead of reaching for the sword, he'll just like point over to Gary, hold his hand out, and as he does, the outfit that he's wearing is going to begin to shine a lot brighter. The collar will stick out as more of the armor bits form over where that lays. The sword will come out of the hand into his own, like out of the sheath into his hand. As he spins it and slams it down into the spear, the spear head will like glow a lot brighter, and then a spark will shine off, hit his head, and form into the helmet. As he bows.
Perfect. And as that happens, Gary reaches out and grabs your hand as well. And he says, Power of Ruby, Red Swan Valor Knight form. And he drops to a knee. And as he stands up, brandishes his arm, and the battle axe just appears above as the outfit does the same type of vibe, just changes slightly. That gets armored, and the collar goes up as the swan helmet forms over top. We'll kick it over to Art or Orazio.
Power of the Howlite, the White Hound Valor Knight. And again, pocket watch opens, smoke pouring out of it as the spectral hounds run forward. This time, though, calling on the kingdom of Ilmarmo, the two marble pillars form next to him, and the pieces of it fall over his body, making the armor and the helmet until he draws the sword and the saber and the shield from the pocket watch.
Perfect. And our princess, Kirana.
And with Kiana, the power of Amethyst, Purple Elephant Valor Knight, and she lightly taps her foot on the ground, and you hear this familiar twinkling of her anklets. And instead of just these rings that go up of her body and go to her arms, instead it almost swirls around up her legs and up her entire body, and it's like kind of a ribbon almost. And then eventually, as it reaches her hands, you see her chakra form, and she's ready to go.
Perfect. And as you guys get ready to go in the bed, the light's still, and there's two more flashes of light as RJ reaches out to you guys. I've been building up power, and this won't hold because these colors are retired, but I think we have enough for one night. As you hear out two cries from Octavio and Alo off to the side, as you hear the power of Sapphire blue dolphin Valor Knight as Alo transforms into a temporary Valor Knight as his outfit, the jacket that he already had on, starts to shine and like the collar pops open and he like looks amazed, and as he's like looking at himself and checking out, a bow stick appears in his hand and breaks into eskrima sticks. Okay, I can fuck with this. And then you hear one last cry. The power of, what is a yellow gem? The power of topaz, yellow eagle Valor Knight form as Octavio cries out, and he still isn't wearing much. The chest harness just turns yellow, and he gets a pair of pants for the first time all season. These armored yellow pants, and the glaive that he's already holding in his hand just lengthens a little bit and becomes more like, you see it start to glow as his helmet forms over in this spread out eagle thing. Oh, okay. This works. Cool. And you see the two of them immediately start to jump off and fight some of the minions and getting everyone safe, as they're not gonna like, they don't have enough power to help you guys fight the queen, but can pull some of that off you.
Yes.
But you guys go ahead and roll footwork. We'll see who goes first.
I got a 7.
7. Okay.
I got a 3.
3 is a hit.
1.
Okay, so we will go Sereni, Arc, and then John. Oh, I gotta roll for Gary. Gary rolled 10. So Sereni, Gary, Arc, and then Javante. So Sereni, you are up first as you run forward. What would you like to do?
Just quick question. Is she like standing in the middle of?
She's
like,
by the bottom. She's at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
You would have been off to the side still with the ladies planning the wedding and stuff when this happened. So you're like probably midway across the hall off to the left. There is still a small group of minions around her directly, but you see the bulk of them off to the sides. Owl's on one side fighting, and Octavia's on your side. And everyone's running from the hall.
Okay, so we're gonna do something that she's tried time and time again, but we're gonna do this a little bit better. So, with her chakram, she's going to hold them between like her second and third finger and almost flick them from both hands out at the minions that are kind of directly surrounding her to try and get a bit more precision with it instead of just yeeting them like normal.
Yeah, perfect. Roll your Dolan. Are you aiming at her or are you aiming at some of the minions in front of her?
I'm aiming more at the minions on the side.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, give me a Dolan roll.
That is a 1.
That will be a miss as they start to appear and you see the queen throw a dagger and it hits both chakrams and spins off before the dagger reappears in her hand and the chakrams bounce off the wall. Man,
Can't this work just once?
saw from Kai's memories that you're kind of bad at this, but damn. Princess, maybe you should leave while you can.
Not a chance.
Okay, tried to warn you. And she stabs a dagger into the ground, and I need you to make a vigor roll.
Yay. I love this, guys. We got a 2.
Cool. As a shockwave of void energy appears at your feet, drenching you in this sludge-like stuff that starts to burn at your suit as sparks fly off of it, and you get sent back through a couple tables. And you will take 2 points of marquee. So go ahead and make your roll. You do not want to roll 1.
We got a 5.
Okay, cool. You continue on. Make sure that you have 2 down. Mark that down. And we will move over to Gary. Gary's gonna run in with the battle axe and start to take a swipe at some of these minions. That is a 7, so he hit. Cool. You just see Gary run forward and just jump and just come straight down and bisect one of the minions and then immediately engage with a couple of them off the side. I'll try to clear these out. You get a shot on her, and you see he's immediately like struggling with 2 of them holding the axe. Okay, Orazio.
I'm going right after the Her Highness, the Void Dragon, fake fuck knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
for
going
it.
right after her.
Yeah.
I'm batting away any of the minions that try to get within
Mm-hmm.
distance, and I'm just rushing.
Yeah, give me that Dolan roll as you charge in at her.
That is a 6.
Perfect. Describe what happens as you make your attack.
Yeah, again, rushing forward, flipping over like tables that are still in the middle area.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the little inklings that start trying to leap at me, I'm battering them off with the shield towards D'Alessio and Gary. And with the saber, just one solid swing up the front of Evil Queen Void Knight.
Yeah, there's a cascade of gray sparks that fly off her knight suit as she gets sent back, skidding back 10 feet, with a big slash across her chest. Wow. A little rude to attack a lady so forthcoming.
No one said you were. And he'll move the blade into reverse grip with the shield over the top.
Well, let's see what you got. And she's going to jump at you, so give me a Dolan roll, because this is going to be a direct attack at you.
6 again.
Yeah, you blink and she's on you, but you put the shield up and you're just like, you feel the pressure. She's pushing you down, but you would get up and avoid it, but you're seeing the sparks fly off your shield. Okay, D'Alessio, you see this. You see Orazio almost drop into a knee, holding this back from the force of her attack.
Yeah, I'm all about doing Power Rangers anime bullshit. Take the spear, throw it into the air like a javelin. As I watch it curve down, just like follow it through, and then anime style like flash step on top of Orazio's shield, catch the spear as it falls, and swing it down towards Queen Void Knight McDoucheface.
Yeah, give me a Dolan roll of advantage. We love team up moves. Go for it.
Yeah. 7.
That just hits. Yeah, you get in there and you stab down and just dig into her shoulder hard as she drops back to a knee herself. This is very annoying.
So are you, so it matches.
Okay, well, you're not the only one that can lash away. And she flash steps above you. She feel the pressure lessen, and she comes down with both blades coming down at both of you. Both of you roll me a vigor roll.
Can I pop D'Alessio away as he was standing on the shield?
If you do, it will leave you open, so you will roll yours. Fine. You'll only roll, but you'll roll at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah. D'Alessio, you're popped away. Arc, roll that with disadvantage. Roll your vigor roll.
Vigor is one of the best things for me.
It is.
Because I got a 5 and a 9.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you're able to, you throw him away, and as she's coming down, you immediately drop to a knee, and you then again catch her and like parry her off as she stumbles back. Kirana.
Stick the spear to the ground and like spin and then twirl back into a stance. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I love it. Kirana, it's back to you as you see her skid back across the floor. You're muted. You're muted.
Hi.
You know you're good?
Okay. But she just got yeeted across the room through like 3 different tables. So she's probably gonna take a second to steady herself, and she's like, well, okay, fuck this. And she's got like one chakram just like spinning on her finger, basically, kind of like just out in front of her almost as she's running towards the closest minion, so she can just kind of slash at him.
Okay, yeah, go for your Dolan attack.
And that's a 4.
That is a hit. Yeah, you charge forward and you land actually back to back with Aloe as you charge in to the group that he's fighting, and you're able to slash through 2 of the minions. We're gonna have a lot to talk about after this. What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay, yeah. You see, he's just like in step with you with these Eskrima bashing them into you so you can slash at them at the same time. As you guys are kind of in sync. Okay.
Really good at this.
I mean, fighting's the easy part. All this, though, is new. Yeah.
You'll have to help me with training later, because
I
really I'm not very good at this.
would love to. Not used those before, but I do know how to fight. We can figure something out. And you can see him immediately. Shut up!
We're trying to make this a little more fun.
And as you guys are fighting, you do see a couple bolts fly from the balcony. As you see Melora just in her normal outfit just shooting crossbows down. I got you, bestie!
I love you!
Love you!
Focus!
Gary's gonna charge in and make a dueling attack against the queen and overextends. And she is going to attack him as he trying to overextend and this axe slams down and it's stuck and he tries to pull it out. Ooh, and he rolled a 2. As she just looks up at D'Alessio and just moves the dagger and stabs him into the ribs. As he's going to take 2 points of Marquise. And he's like, oh. He rolled a 6 though, so he's not out of the combat. Oh, and you immediately see sparks and just even a little bit of blood start to leak out as the blood starts to turn gray. As you see part of like the area where he was stabbed also gray out. And he just pushes off and pulls his axe out and gets back. Okay, those daggers are pretty sharp, guys. Fuck. Well, they are made of diamond, my dear. Okay.
Gross.
Ark. So Razio doing? You see Gary get shanked by these daggers.
D'Alessio,
Yeah.
spear. And I'm going to throw the sword
Mm-hmm.
back to D'Alessio.
Toss the spear.
Take it. And Howlite Hound embark. And I want to basically like spiral forward,
Mm-hmm.
shield in front with the spear over the top of it, directly into the queen.
Okay, give me a vigor roll since you're using more of a ranger ability.
That's a 10.
Ooh, you tell me what happens, bestie. You're not gonna kill her, but you're gonna hurt her a lot on this.
Yeah, this is a... The trail left behind looks like veins of emerald in marble stone.
Mm-hmm.
As this spear and shield is spinning forward, and very, very anime, very Power Rangers. It looks like a drill going into the chest of the Void Queen, and it's just spinning and cutting as much as possible until eventually does like come to a stop, and D'Alessio or Orazio is standing again, but with D'Alessio's spear and the shield in front of him, ready to move wherever her eyes go.
Yeah, you see she is looking rough and is recovering, and she's not even gonna make an attack yet. So D'Alessio doesn't go to you, and you're gonna have advantage on whatever you do, because that fucked her up with that crit.
It's not going to matter because are there other people?
No, they've all cleared out. The only civilian in here is Laura up on the balcony.
Kiki, chakram. I'm gonna throw the spear towards her. Not the spear, the sword towards her.
She basically just eats the chakra.
As he grabs it, he like just kind of shifts his motion to a bit more acrobatic and sends them both onto the ground. And as they spin one over the other, he's gonna look back to Orazio. Spear. As that gets yeeted, he's going to throw the spear, and as the chakrams both come together, it'll go directly through. As he's just going to aim for one just piercing attack with this guided spear.
Yeah.
Uchai Shravas.
Yeah, give me that vigor roll with advantage.
Okay, cool. had to make sure that worked. It was a 5.
Okay, yeah. It just gains speed and flashes this green and amethyst purple light as it just hits home right through her diaphragm. And she starts to stutter a little bit before there's a flash of void light. She pulls the weapon out and throws it to the ground. Enough of this. And she slams a foot down. I need all you roll vigor. As the whole ballroom goes monochromatic. And hundreds of these void things appear around. 7, 4, 5. Okay. Serena, you're going to take another point of Marquise. I'm going to need another roll. So you're up to 3. I didn't roll for Gary, too. Gary is fine. Okay.
I rolled a 4 again.
Okay, you're good. You're up. Enough playing around. And she disappears. And you hear outside a roar of a dragon. Dragoness Void Megazord. And you guys see an image that RJ sends you of this massive towering Megazord of this dragon that lands and then stands up into a taller looking version of her own suit with a dragon head that comes over the top of the chest of this as it pulls out 2 ginormous void swords. Octavio and look at the 3 of you or the 4 of you. We'll hold back all this. You see them look at the hundreds of these implants in here now. We don't have swords, so we'll stay here and contain this. You guys go.
Grab Caius and get out.
We will, but we're gonna try to stop this too before they get to everyone else. We got this. Octavio's not even talking. Octavio's already dove into this.
Already in the shit.
But Ala's like, we've trained for shit like this. I can handle this. You guys go. And then I would love to continue our date afterwards, princess.
Can't wait.
And he dives in back to back with Octavio. You see the two of them just start to fight. He's massive. So Melora's still up on the balcony trying her best to take out. I love you, honey. Love you, bestie. Don't die, D'Alessio or Gary.
RJ, once Melora's out of bolts, get her out of there.
Already on it. No worries. And you guys hear the calls of your swords start to come. The massive amethyst elephant sword, the Howlite hound sword, and the Peridot stallion, as well as the ruby swan sword that you guys see for the first time. This is massive swan that just appears in the air. Would you guys like to go into Megazord form?
Yes. Yes.
So it forms like last time with the blades of the stallion, the left arm of Orazio's sword, and the torso and head from Serene's sword. But you guys are missing an arm currently. But the difference is you guys now have wings as the swan form lands on the back of the sword and folds over and kind of have like a feather headdress that kind of comes over the shoulders for a little bit of armor. But the sword forms in the left arm. You guys are in battle. So we will just pick up initiative. I believe D'Alessio went last, so we'll go back to the top of the order. Serene, you're up. So what would you like the Zord to do first? You'll all roll on every roll, but whoever's turn it is directs what happens. So
Okay. So well, I forgot she has her little DJ station.
you do?
But basically, I guess she kind of creates like a giant chakra. Like think as big as probably she can make it. And it just starts spinning almost above the head with the one arm that we've got. And it's
Destructo disc.
Literally, that's what I'm going to
Krillin.
And as it just spins and spins and spins, she kind of throws it almost diagonally at the dragon meanie lady. So it kind of just slices downwards.
Yeah, everyone go ahead and roll dueling. It's a hit for Gary.
That's a hit for Orazio.
Okay, that's already 2.
5.
Perfect. Yeah, you send this pulse of like amethyst. It literally looks like an amethyst destructo disc with the energy that's built around as it flies in and just starts. It moves more looks like Frieza's version than I guess a Keenson disc as it starts to just slice into her ribs and starts to like really have sparks fly in the sit before she's able to break it off. Enough of that. And you just blink and the sword is in front of you as it grapples you and flies up in the air. And it's going to try to full on dive down with you guys.
I didn't consent to this hug.
Oh, hey, Primary Lotus, let's go. Anyway.
Everyone roll a Dolan roll to avoid this. To break this grapple before you hit terminal velocity. Oh, that's a miss from Gary. 5, 6 is... Okay, so it's just enough because 2 of you pass. Oh, no, 8's a crit for you,
It's
actually.
A crit for me. Yeah.
Okay. At the last second, you guys avoid it, and with that crit, D'Alessio, what do you do to turn this to your advantage at the last second?
Literally as the last seconds before the hit impacts, just going to do... You know, we're playing Power Rangers, the Ivan Ooze thing of like...
Yeah.
The stomach right before they hit, so we separate and she just hits the ground.
Yeah, she spins backwards a few times and just slams into the ground, cratering into the area around you. And it is Gary's turn as it shifts to the first time where Gary's in charge. For his station it's the battle axe standing up the blade at top, and then the blade folds down into a table, and there's just a joystick in the center. Okay, let's see how this goes. And you see he flies the sword up about 50 feet in the air, and then starts to flip down, and then flips over into an axe kick. Swan lunar kick. Totally ripping off Mirko's lunar eclipse kick. Ooh, that's a he rolled a 6.
I love her.
Dual rolls? Perfect. 2 sixes. Anyone crit?
Hold on.
It's already a hit. 6?
No.
A 6 is a crit for you, isn't it? Hell yeah. So
Hell
as this
yeah.
hits, what do you add to this to make it extra impactful as the blade is coming down on the head of this sword as it's getting up? You're muted.
You're muted.
So you know how ice skates have like a little blade at the bottom of
Mm-hmm.
them? So imagine basically the edge of the chakra that's all serrated and stuff, just on the bottom of the foot, and it's just extra sharp.
Yeah. You give a quick spin of your DJ table, and this chakram just appears on the bottom, and it hits, and it does like a full-on like buzzsaw Kun Lao style into the neck of the sword. You just see sparks heavily flying. Okay. Just gonna hold back on this, but I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. As she pushes off and stands up, and you guys see a corrupted void version of the lion sword run up and attach to the dragon sword, giving it armor, and you see the lion's maw over the shoulder. And just the maw starts to generate, and a huge white beam of energy comes out towards you guys. Roll me vigor, everyone. Oh, that is a fail from Gary.
5.
5, 7, 2. Okay, 2 failed, 2 passed, so it will pass. You guys get the shield up in time with the one arm, but it does push you back and give you at least 1 point of marquee, which doesn't require a roll because the sword has its own thing. So, Saree, you were good, but you guys get pushed back. You guys all start to see flashing in the cockpit. Guys, I have an idea that might help, but I'm a little scared. So, bear with me. You see in the middle of you guys, in the center of the circle you guys are forming it, a little spectral version of RJ appear. I'm gonna try this. Yeah. And the spirit pulses, and you guys see from outside of the sword a giant version of RJ, full armor knight. They assemble like he usually does, and the armor attaches to your sword, and you just see a massive arm fill the spot that is missing. Ultra Prism Mega Sword? Is that what I'm supposed to say, guys?
You're doing great,
Love you, little buddy. Big buddy.
As you
Love
guys feel the sword like raise another 20 feet into the air to like increase in height to match this new ultra sword, you guys will have advantage on your next roll, and you will be a little sturdier from all this armor from RJ. It is Gary went last, so it is Art's turn. What does Arazi want to do with this new ultra sword?
The hound hand moves in front. The mouth closes and elongates open with feathers from the swan and the mane of the stallion and the tusks of the elephant, making a large ballista-like crossbow off of the arm.
Hell yeah.
And points to the, not where the lion is attached, but right next to it to sever it off
Okay.
of the void dragon evil zord,
Yeah.
and takes the shot.
Okay, everyone roll vigor. Ooh. Okay, it's one miss.
I forgot to hit the
It's a
button.
crit.
Sorry.
Is that a crit?
Yep.
Gary also crit.
Let's go. Based.
So, okay, we'll go in the order. Yeah, as you start to form this, you just see a pulse of red energy as you see Gary literally like pushes the button on top of the joystick, and you just see red energy start to a spear, like the battle axe appears and then starts to spin in front of the beam. Okay, what would the Alessia like to add to this?
As that beam is forming with the battle axe spinning, he is going to like raise his hand as if he's holding the spear to throw it, and the spear is going to also form in the center of that beam, and equalize the spin of the axe, just adding another layer to this.
Okay, and then Arazios, this is your attack he started. How does this look as it goes off with a bang?
As the beam goes forward, there is the collective like outlines of each of our grid familiars within it. And towards the end of it is where we see the Howlite Hound is like pouncing forward, and just before it connects, the light around it makes it look like it has the mane of the lion as well, as its mouth opens up with the sharp teeth to free the lion zord from the void dragon
Yeah,
megazord.
as this happens, you see it hit her and to start to tear into the body of this, and you see this lion sword turn diamond before the head disengages and then bites the neck of the dragoness sword, as you all hear a familiar roar as appearing back in the little playpen up front is Caius's familiar. And look, he doesn't look happy. He's like in the corner crying. But all your guys' familiars go around him and start to support him. The swan lands on the swan.
Him.
Yeah, this Virgil's cleaning him. The swan lands on the back and kind of puts the wings around the stallion. The little there's a trunk hug, and then the stallion's just kind of licking his face. But yeah, as this sword breaks off and bites, it immediately kicks off, and you feel an arm form under the RJ armor where it's meant to be. All of you roll me a vigor roll with advantage. Because you did a triple crit the last roll, so...
2 8s.
Okay, a double crit, a 9,
Crit.
5, and Gary also crit. Fit in the couple crit on the final attack. But yeah, as you guys have the arm re-attack, you know what? I'm also going to roll a d8 for Caius.
DC.
That's a 6. That's a hit. Both arms are raised up, and once again the prism sword appears in hand. This time with a new red pommel to match the new ranger, the 5 of you on this. And as you reach up and charge, RJ's arm appears up, grabs it, and RJ's armor also appears to make the edge sharper. Ultra Prism Sword Slash. And there's just a massive concussive beam of energy that shoots forward and destroys the Dragoness sword. And as the sword hits and just blows up, and you feel the grid energy of the diamond thing recede back into the grid. I'll be back. Don't you worry. This is just the start. You see a shadowy form wisp off into the distance. This is tiring, guys. That was a lot.
Take a nap, buddy.
Go to bed, RJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. And you see the little shade just start to pass out, and the sword, the armor pieces fall off. You guys feel yourself plunk back to the ground as the height disappears. Everything is good here, guys. You hear Regina's voice, and if you guys want to teleport back, the ball will start back in a little bit. It was time to. I think it's time to celebrate.
Celebrate?
The fuck do you mean the ball is...
You
Majesty, I think
get an
we can
image of the ballroom where you see hundreds of these inklings dead and ooze everywhere, and a very tired, de-transformed Aloe and Octavio, roughed up, but still standing. And as the last one falls, you see the two of them just kind of slink back, sitting back to back, breathing very heavily.
How are we... Goddamn.
We have a ball to finish.
Do you have a janitorial squad to clean all that?
Don't worry, RJ will take care of that. You see RJ blink from... You see an image of RJ curled up in his thing, snap his fingers, and you see the ballroom start to restore itself.
Just take off my helmet, just...
Oh, God.
My hair's not still a mess after this.
Maybe we go get the chamber and take a sec before heading out.
Please.
Cool.
Everything hurts, I don't know why.
I'll grab the 3 of them from the ballroom and meet you guys there. And Gary teleports out, grabs Melora, Aloe, and Octavio, and then meets you guys in the chamber.
I'll, hold out my fist to Orazio. As soon as it just, the fist bump makes contact, teleport.
You guys all get to the room. The first thing you see is in front of where the big monitor is, there is a hospital bed set up with Caius on support. He will be okay. It's gonna take him some time to recover. As you see, the queen is sat on one of the sofas, also looking very out of sorts. He just we need to clear all the void energy from his body. That might take a sec, but he'll be fine. You guys did great. And take as long as you need down here before you make an appearance. It'll probably take a few hours before everyone starts to make their way back. I'm proud of all of you.
I'm just gonna head over to the wine cabinet.
Yes. You see she heads out, and Gary immediately heads over to wine. Yes, you know what? Better yet, he heads upstairs to the speakeasy and comes back down with armfuls of bottles.
Yes.
Let's party here, actually. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is the perfect thing. And as you guys are starting to enjoy yourself and drink, pretty much the 3 of you couples here and celebrating, you see Octavio actually slinks over and grabs a chair and sits next to Caius and grabs his hand and is watching over him while the rest of you celebrate. And that is where we're going to leave it for Rangers of the Ton. Successful fight against Your Majesty. Until next time. But this has been Rangers of the Ton, a Sentai and Sensibility actual play. Our first season, because we might bring this back at some point. We left off kind of open-ended there. Why don't everyone go around and tell these audience where to find you? And we'll go in reverse order. So Javante, why don't you kick us off?
Where to find me? Hi, I'm Javante, also known as Eclipse613. I run stuff over on my Twitch every Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm running Blood and Cinders, a game set in the world of Somnus Domina, made by Logan Laidlaw, part of Nat 19. That includes Ark, who's super special, awesome, and he plays the scariest dude I've ever encountered in a TTRPG, like, ever. Or if that's not your thing and you like anime, hi, I also run Set Sail, a One Piece D&D actual play game that includes Page. That goes every other Thursday, so pretty much Thursdays you can predominantly find me. I also have a casting call of a game I can't talk about on Twitch, over on my Twitter and on my Blue Sky. If you're 18 plus, apply for that. It's going to be freaking fun. I also have a lot more stuff coming in down the pipeline. A bunch of other things that I have plans for. So just keep an eye on my social medias. I tend to use Twitter still because even though it's a hellscape, it's my hellscape. But I also post regularly on Blue Sky under my name of Javante.
Perfect. My bestie in the whole wide world. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone your awesomeness?
Shirini, go ahead.
No, you bastard.
I'm not Page's bestie. I'm Page's little sister.
Yeah,
Get it
that's
right.
my little sister. You got it wrong.
Hello, everyone. I am Ark, or Arc-like Court, your gridmaster, lighthouse keeper, lore writer, beacon onto all beacons. You can find me all over the internet at Arc-like Court. The best way to keep up to date with me and all the things I do, of course, is on my website, arclikecourt.com. You can find all of my social media videos and projects that I've been a part of or working on. You can purchase merch through that website, as well as you pick me to run Power Rangers for you on Start Playing. Monday, this coming Monday, we have the return of Morphin Multiverse with none other than Paige. Returning as Frankie, but not as the Ranger that you formerly knew them to be. Is a very special surprise sneak preview of all the amazing things to come. Following that, we have the Heritage Collection the Monday afterwards, where Joker has just attacked Wayne Manor. The team all got a bunch of upgrades from the Bat family. Jason Todd's got bullet holes and the light of the Lazarus pit coming out of him, but is also wielding the All Sword. Selena Kyle's got a brand new cat suit with a brand new whip ready to take anybody down, and Alfred loaded the hunting rifle. So there's no survivals for anyone else. But I am a Power Rangers TTRPG content creator, game designer, and writer. So if you want to learn more about Power Rangers, whether it's the lore, the comic books, TV show, movies, fan fiction, anything really, I'm your one-stop place to go because I am the Power Rangers guy.
Perfect. And last but not least, my cute, adorable little sister, Serini.
Hello, everyone. I am Serini, also known as Serena Teacup on all the platforms. I got the TikTok and the Instagram and the Threads and the Blue Sky. And I forgot that I have an account on X or for Twitter, whatever. But I'm on all the socials and I do the things. I dance, cosplay, and I am in the super cool, super amazing Heritage Collection. And I've got a couple of other projects coming up and all that. But the big thing I kind of wanted to say is thank you to like all the lovely viewers and of course our lovely players, but I'm gonna get emotional for them later. But thank you guys, because this was my first project I've ever had the chance to be a part of and work on, and it's just I'm so glad that I've had all of you guys on this journey with me. See me struggle and bumble around and also have so much fun with so many amazing people. And I'm glad that you guys have all been here to see me grow and well, not literally because I'm still tiny, but you know what I mean. So yeah, before I ramble too much, thank you all so much, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store.
Perfect. And of course, I am Paige, everyone. You find me all over the internet at Pluto Cleric, except for here and in YouTube, where it is Pluto's Underworld, where I am the storyteller and creative director. I am a trans lesbian content creator and streamer and quest to run every game in the known universe. And on that course, since this is the finale, our next campaign for Wednesday night actual play is going to be starting in a few weeks. I have the sessions here for that next week, so keep an eye out on the socials for that. It is called After Crisis. It is a blend of the Young Justice and CW Flash universe as 4 kids of heroes of the Justice League head to Central City to help Killer Frost and Vibe hold the city down and find out where the fuck is Barry Allen. But that will be fun. We have the fabulous Ray Wilds. We have Huddred Muddred James. We have Emma from Castleton, who played the fabulous Duchess, as well as Keon, who is fabulous. We bonded over a trauma lunch at Pachu. It's great. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, besides that, keep an eye out on the return of the God Killer series and the podcast on the same page, because I'm free from busy season. I have time to do stuff again. So I will be starting to record episodes of both of those coming up in the next few weeks. So with that, everyone have a lovely night, and this has been Rangers of the Dawn. Good night, gentle viewers.